Hey people, it's your girl Miss Melanie, and still doing my 30 days of vids. This is actually pretty good because it might get help me with my other project I do, a Chronicles of Melanie. It's in year 2 now, and I'm those who've been following me for a little while know that I don't keep up on it. So this challenge is really good because it's gonna make me keep up on the videos. Anyways, today is day 3 of the challenge, and it is name 5 things that start with the letter of your name. So I chose my first name. I could have made it more interesting because my middle name, which starts with an O, but I went with Melanie, so that's an M. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna talk about the 5 things that go with my name. So I really love music. It's a big part of me. So as my first M, it's only fitting that I would choose music. So as you can see, this is my Google Music profile. By the way, I love the fact that Google came up with Google Music. It's amazing. I love the fact that I can listen to my music at home, on my laptop, on my computer, on my tablet, on my phone, just all over the place. So it's awesome. It's great. So music is my first one. I listen to everything, but jazz is probably my favorite. I also listen to R&B, hip hop. I like oldies, be they rock or soul. Obviously some pop. I'm getting into dubstep. I even love techno, Daft Punk being one of my favorite bands. But seriously, music is like number one on my list of favorite things. So I definitely had to put it on the list. Okay, second on the list is monkeys. I know you're looking at this picture of cute little Curious George and you're like, oh, so sweet and cute. No, no, no. Monkeys are evil. I don't care what anyone tells you. Watch those Planet of the Apes movies. You should be scared, not like, oh, that's couldn't happen. It could definitely happen. Like almost everything that they put in the movies either already has happened or could happen or is being planned to happen or something of that sort or is related to something that someone thought up. And I mean, you should just be scared anyways. um and yes, this is probably me talking as a big scaredy cat, but monkeys are weird, so I'm not a big fan. I know that's weird that for me to pick something that I'm not a fan of, but I'm definitely not a fan of monkeys. Really, I saw a movie when I was a little younger, when I was I guess when I was in college, 28 Days Later. Yeah, so The Rage started with monkeys. 7 monkeys. Like all those scary movies started with monkeys. I think the world is trying to tell us something. Okay, so number 3 is Mondays. So I'm probably like one of the very rare people who like Monday, but I really do like it because it's the start of the week. You get to start over again. You came off from the lull of the weekend. You know, Sundays, a day for reflection. It's the Sabbath for me because I'm Christian, but Mondays are like you get to start over. You get to decide your week. You get to plan out your day and how the rest of your week is gonna go. It's a new beginning. It's like New Year's Eve or New Year's Day all over again every single week. You can make yourself over. You can decide to have a different accent this week. I mean, whatever. I just like it as a starting point. I mean, any part of your life could be a starting point, but for me, Monday is like, hey, what are we going to do to make our life awesome? So I like Mondays. It's the beginning of something new. I even like the calendars over in Europe that start on Monday. I'm a big fan. I never get a case of the Mondays. I just think that it's a cool day of the week and it starts with an M, so I like it. Okay, so I told you guys that I loved music, but I also love movies. And specifically in movies is musicals. I love musicals. If you name a musical, I've probably seen it unless it has to do with aliens or monsters or it's gory. Like I think there was like a the Repo, the opera thing with Paris Hilton, whatever. I don't do those. But if you name some other like classic ones, I've definitely seen them. So first on the list for me is The Wizard of Oz. Well, I shouldn't say first on the list. It's one of like my top 10. So like these are like within my top 10, 20 musicals. So The Wizard of Oz, Moulin Rouge, when it first came out, I didn't like it because it was like a modern twist, and I was like, I don't know. But like now, I love it. Like there are so many parts of it that I sing all the time. Funny Girl. I mean, Fanny Bryce. I wish I had had her spunk because I would love to be in the entertainment industry. I'd love to just put myself out there and say, hey, you're gonna look at me, you're gonna watch me because I said so. Totally would totally do that. But but sadly I don't have that gumption. And I like making money. I don't like being poor. I mean, I think I have the skill, but it just there's a lot of rejection involved. Anyways, I'm going on and on about whatever. Rent is another one of my favorites, and I just like the idea of love in that movie. I'm big on love. If you follow me anywhere on the internet, I'm big on love. But my favorite all time favorite movie is The Sound of Music. Julie Andrews is a marvel. She's wonderful. She's lovely. She's like the aunt that I wish that I had. I mean, I have some great aunts, don't get me wrong, but with Julie Andrews, I mean, I would just sing all the time and just be magical and fun and great. I mean, maybe in my head, I think she's Mary Poppins and Maria Von Trapp, but I mean, she's just great, and I love The Sound of Music. It has everything. It has your action, it has your music, it has your love story, it has your suspense and thriller. I mean, it's just perfect. So, anyways, musicals is my number 4 thing, and I really, really enjoy them. Right. Okay. Last but not least is museums. Another word that starts with M. Another thing that I love to do. So I'm like your typical touristy person. I love to go to places, even when I've been before. Like I live in Boston. I love going to like the museums that are here. There's so much history. I love history. So museums to me are just like a snapshot of what was going on in the world at the time. I mean, the Museum of Natural History, the museums of art, the museums dedicated to specific cultures, like all that stuff is really great to me. So the Smithsonian, I did it once when I was little and I didn't appreciate it. And now I'm older. I spent one day with my godmother there and we barely had time to look through two museums. I mean, one museum, but we did snapshots of each one. But I mean, I would just love to spend a week, a month just going into everything that I could get into in any of these museums, and it would be a great time.
My 5 things that start with the letter M. I know that I did it a little strangely, but whatever. I thought the visual would be better than you having to sit here and watch me talk for however long this video is gonna be. And anyway, so those are my 5 things: music, monkeys, which I do not like, museums, which I love, musicals, which I also love, and Mondays. Anyways, and this is Wednesday, so whatever. But hope you enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one. Instagram Melanie. Peace and out. Bye bye.